Good evening, people, or good afternoon, or good morning, or whatever time zone it is when you eventually get around to watching this. I am Arlancis of Archery, an associate of Treat Your Geek. Go check them out. You can find them on all of our social media down below this video, wherever you're watching it. Right, I am very much a Grognard gamer. I have gamed so very much over the years, and I am not a young person anymore. I hold the badge of Grognard very proudly close to my chest. It's a little bit rusty, a little bit worn down, but you know, that's what happens when you get old. And a long time ago, I used to play World of Warcraft. And then the person I was with, who I used to co-play with and the big guild was part of, we kind of went our separate ways, and I eventually stopped playing it. Mostly because some of the people I used to play with weren't in my life anymore. And I kind of started missing it, so over the years I looked for a replacement. I found a couple of games, one of which was Rift, which is pretty much a free-to-play WoW clone. It served its purpose for a number of years, but again, in that one, if you don't have friends to play with, then really you're not going to advance in the game, especially when you hit a certain wall and you can't do the raids and dungeons or anything like that. And very recently, I've been watching some friends, members of TYG, enjoying themselves over on classic World of Warcraft. And it started that little itch. It started nibbling away like a mouse at a piece of cheese, or a rat at a biscuit, or whatever. And every time I watched, I thought, yeah, maybe I could play this again. But then I looked into it, and it didn't seem viable. It's still a monthly pay-to-play game, which is a little bit of a shame, especially when there are so many free-to-play games out there now. I know a lot of people don't also agree with Activision or Blizzard or ActiBlizz or whatever they are called now, and their practices and their work ethics over the years. Um, I I kind of stayed out of the politics as much as possible of that. I know that they have some bad people working for them. I also know they have some good people working for them. And you know, you got to look at it from both sides. I kind of want to support the people that are good and doing what they can to get their name out there. And if it has to be through the vessel of World of Warcraft or another ActiBlizz game, then so be it. But anyway, I'm a Grognard gamer. I've not played World of Warcraft for about 12, 13 years. I played it for a very short while when I met my then new partner, who's now my wife of many years. Um, we stopped playing because it just wasn't her sort of game whatsoever. But like I said, I started watching friends and associates recently playing it, and it just scratched that itch just watching them play. And it made me remember all of the good times that I had in the game, all of the friends that I'd made over the years when I originally played it, from Burning Crusade all the way through to Mr. Pandera, Warlords of Draenor, and then there was another expansion after that, whose name I don't actually remember. That's how impressive it was. And then I just kind of dropped the game, went my own way from it, couldn't afford it anymore, had other priorities in life. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I found myself a few days ago. And then I had a little bit of extra money in the bank. Now, World of Warcraft is technically free to play up to a point, but you can only do so much. And I had a spare tenner in the bank. So I downloaded the base game and I downloaded Classic. You can only play Classic, however, if you have a paid account. So I put a bit of money in, I'd done a month's subscription. I also saw that if you earn enough money in the game, you can buy the monthly top-ups. And that's kind of what I'm going to try and aim to do. It means a lot of hard work. We have a break on ads starting in a few moments, so we're going to go over to that in a sec. But yeah, I paid my subscription, I downloaded everything, and here we are. With all of my old characters. We're just going to have a quick review of them whilst the break is running. So, these were my Horde characters. We had Strager, my Destruction Warlock. I don't know what has changed with Destruction characters over the years. I enjoyed playing Strager a heck of a lot. Now, he was significantly higher level than what he is now. He is now level 36. And I remember getting him up to at least 80, 85, maybe 90. Um, so, yeah, to see him level squished, as they called it, all the way back down to 36 was horrifying. I stumbled when I saw it. I thought, what the hell have they done to the game? What have they done to my characters? We'll then have my Retribution Paladin, Miski. I used her as a bit of a cash cow. She was useful for a few things like mining and jewel crafting. Strager was tailoring and herbalism. And then we had my warrior, Catre. So she was. Oh, that one's Alliance, by the way. She's one of the Draenei, the space goats. And again, she was quite useful. Again, level 30, so she would have been around 70 or 80 when I last played her. But my crowning glory character was Gale. She was a combat rogue, as they was known at that time. It now just says rogue. So I think they've kind of changed. Oh no, outlaw. Okay, so combat rogue went outlaw, and that's something that I found very difficult to play. It wasn't the sort of mechanics I really enjoyed at all. They changed most of her attacks. Some of the random procs that you get is like outlaws now use guns as well as knives for their specialist attacks, and that didn't really appeal to me at all, to be honest. I then had some other characters. Coweta, a little shaman. I'd not been playing them for very long, to be honest. There's a bit of a Mickey Tate character with a name like that, I won't lie. Then I had my little gnomish mage, I don't know, because I didn't know what to call them, hence I don't know. Then there was Tapua, my troll. Not the first troll I played, but certainly the first hunter I'd played, and it was quite interesting to play as a character. I know Hunters changed quite a lot as well. There's now a melee spec specifically for Hunters, which back in the day was never really a thing. It was all just the range content. Then I had my little Pandaren monk, Something. Horrifically racist name, quite frankly, and I will not be playing them again. I'll probably scrape everything from that character and delete them. There isn't a place for names like that in games anymore, I don't think. Then I had some other characters. This one I played about with the other day when I signed up, and it was just to see what the new thing was. My very first character, that was Capua, a troll warrior. This was my original main guy, and I was very good with him. So he was a berserk type warrior using two-handed weapon or two single-handed weapons. Yeah, Kick-Ass, my Death Knight, a little gnome running no armor whatsoever. Again, a bit of a Mickey Tate character. I wanted to play a Death Knight, so I gave them a little go. This was my cash cow character. I'd use them for doing all the banking details. They sit in Thunder Bluff near a post box or near the bank, just running back and forth. If I needed to send something from one character to another, that's who I'd use. There's Onryo. He was just a very basic character. I didn't use him very often, even though I got him up to level 22. Vislaw, my Worgen Hunter. And normally when you got hunters, they have the little monster, the creature in the background, but that seems to have changed. Then I had a little dwarven warlock, Grimaldi. If you know where that name comes from, you're a very awesome person. But that was all the characters I used to have. Kapoa, my very first troll. In fact, he wasn't my very first troll. I had a character on my ex-partner's account called Coin, with a K, because, you had to be different. But yeah, my pride and joy character was Gale. She was maxed out as much as you could be at the time. Mining and blacksmithing, because that's where the money was at that time on the Emerald Dream Realm where she is. But yeah, she's been squished down to level 40. Wasn't really a fan of that, and it changed her dramatically. So I've decided to start from scratch. To come in as if I am a completely new character. And I think that's going to be the best way to do it, to learn how to play the game again, to learn how to enjoy and to love what World of Warcraft has become over the years. I know there's a lot of criticism about World of Warcraft and Activision and Blizzard and all of that, and I've already spoken about that, so I'm not going to get into that. So we are just going to go create new character. In the Emerald Dream Realm, now that used to be a regular realm as far as I was aware. Let's double check on that, so quickly do a cancel. Retrieving the realms list. Emerald Dream, population low. Oh, okay, interesting. Steamweedle Cartel was another one I used to have a lot of characters on. Okay, so what I might do is make one over in a different realm. One that's got some medium to high player numbers. Now, high player numbers is very tricky, because it means when you do questing, there's always other people around, which can be very bothersome. So let's go for, it doesn't really matter at this point, Blade's Edge. And we are on English, so that's good. And it is a normal type realm. Now I have no characters on this server whatsoever. I'm going to create character on Blade's Edge. Also means I don't think I'm able to send anything from my other characters over to this one unless they've changed that. Okay, so start new character, create a standard character to play World of Warcraft, or create a time runner to participate in WoW Remix Legion and earn exclusive rewards. This character will become a standard character when the event ends. Time runner, I think, just dumps you into other aspects of the game. Where are we? Experience Legion quest, dungeons and raids. No, I'm not really interested in that. I'm going to go for a standard character. Okay, so there's when you're quite finished doing all your punches. Let's swip over to female characters, because I almost always play female. So the Alliance has got a hell of a lot more races available. Drakthir being one of them. The dragon people, they looked quite interesting. But they're what's called a boosted race. You have to start at level 10 with those. You've still got your Pandarans, your Worgen, your Draenei, the Space Goats, the Gnomes, Night Elves, Dwarves, and Humans. They also get a bunch of other new races, so Void Elves, so elves from the Void, clearly. Void Elf. Transformed by forbidden magic, the Void Elves were cast out by their kin and now fight for the Alliance. Okay, so they were Blood Elves, but they were corrupted and, reach level 40, and then visit Stormwind Embassy to recruit this allied race, which probably means doing a whole load of quests. Lightforged Draenei. The Lightforged Draenei were infused with the holy light to become living weapons against evil. Ooh, that's very loud. I'm going to have to change those volume options in a bit. So I don't know what the difference is between them and normal Draenei. Yeah, doesn't really say. Dark Iron Dwarfs, they were the evil dwarves. Yeah. So the Dark Iron Dwarves were considered the evil dwarves at the time when they first appeared in the game. They were the bad guys that you was fighting against for a lot of dungeons. Earthen. Ooh. Oh, it won't even let me kick them because I don't have the War Within expansion. Okay, Cull Tyran. So Cull Tyran, when you're quite finished being very loud there, young lady, jeez. Cull Tyran. So that was one of the water-based races, from what I remember. And then Mechagnomes. They were unlocked in dungeons. They're basically your Borgs that are gnomes. The Horde, my preferred group. Had your book. Oh, the orcs have changed quite a lot. Yeah. So I jumped on Classic a couple of days ago just to have a look, and the graphics for it were so janky. It was kind of nice to see how bad it was. And this is a significant upgrade. Orcs are very different. The men, not so much. but the women, very different. So yeah, you got your standard orcs, your undead, which are my preferred race when it comes to the horde, the tauren, the trolls, the blood elves, the goblins. Well, they're a bit uglier. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, very noisy. Pandarans, and again the Drakthir, which you can play. They also have the Nightborn, which are incredibly long-eared elves. Wow. Okay, what's their score? Secluded in Suramar for 10,000 years, Nightborn developed unrivaled mastery of the arcane arts. Mostly wizards then, but they can be other things. Okay. High Mountain Tauren. Now these guys are descendant more from elks rather than cows, because I remember the High Mountain Tauren from in-game. Magha Orcs. These ones come from the Outlands. Oh, gosh, he's very noisy. So they come from the Outlands. That's what the orcs originally looked like before they were corrupted and turned green. Earthen, not clickable. Zandalari Trolls. These guys were the bad guys at one point. I think they still are. Oh, that's Zulaman, the other trolls. The problem with trolls is they have a very bad racial accent, so I probably won't play a troll, to be honest. It's Jamaican, it doesn't need to be. And Volpera. Oh, they're new. I've never seen those before. That's kind of cool. Little fox person. Cunning and resourceful, Volpera have a knack for thriving in the harshest of conditions. Right click for more. Hurl a trick to harm an enemy or help a friend. Choose a place in the world and make it your camp. Don't know what that means. Take less damage the first time you hit. That's very useful. Your backpack has 8 additional slots. That's really useful. Resistant to fire damage. Also very cool. And undead, what have they got? So, racial talent, remove charm, fear and sleep effects, consume corpses, drain health from enemies, that's new, and resistant to shadow damage. So the drain health from enemies is a new one. I remember the consume, or the cannibalism, that was always fun. Doing that in PvP to scare people for a quick break. Oh, I'm torn as to what to go for. I don't know whether to go for Volpera or undead. I mean, I know the undead, I know their story, but I don't know the Volpera story. So for a brand new story, I'm going to go for these folks. Let's see what they got. Haha, they say squeaky. Okay. So they can be warriors, hunters, mages, rogues, which is my preferred class at times. Priest. See, I'm not really a fan of priests. I got bored of it. Warlocks were a lot of fun. Shaman, I never got the hang of. Monk, I never really got the hang of. And Death Knights. So there's no reason for these guys to be a Death Knight. They wasn't around at the time of all that happening. So I'm going to stick to my very loud rogue. Okay. So, now that they've stopped making noise, fur colour. Okay, that's kind of cool, lots of options. I think I'll go for that one. Face. So it doesn't really change the shape of the face with these, just the fur markings. Great big ears, wow. I think I'm going to stick with the scarred ear. Snout. Oh, okay, let's change our nose. I think I'll stick with flat. It looks the most basic to me. Eye colour. Oh, let's go evil Sith yellow. Yeah, or they can have two-tone. Okay, heterochromia it is. Eyesight, both. Okay, this is new. So you can have one eye blind, the other eye blind, or both eyes blind. I don't think that has any effect of the game whatsoever. But I'm going to stick with my normal eyes. Earrings I'm going to keep on. Okay. Oh, we're in our underwear. Ah, my own personal patterns. Okay. Let's go forest. Yeah, I like that. Now we need a name for her. Earrings, some or none. Okay. So the Drac Fair, when I played or tried those out the other day, have a lot more options. What should we call our little fox girl? I've got my wife Sarah over in the background. I'm going to ask her for a name. What do you think I should call her?
Kit.
That's going to be taken. There we go, that one's available. Kit Nova. That will do. Okay, so what am I missing? Okay. So I can't even play this race yet. I need to complete an achievement to unlock this race after I've done all of that. Okay. Alright. Forsaken it is. Okay, skin colour. Let's go for pale. Skin type. Fresh. Face. I want my girl to look relatively normal. Seems like the jaw is a permanent thing now. Okay, we'll go for that one. Okay, I think this is the hair I used to have when I played Gale originally. And that was the bob. Let's go back for the bob. Bob, strange name for a girl. Hair colour, black. Face features, there we go. None. Jaw features, intact. So she's a pretty fresh corpse from the look of her. Eye colour. Let's go for yellow. Eyesight. Let's lose one of our eyes. Okay, next. Oh, choose your starting zone. Okay, that's different. So, Exile's Reach is what you're meant to start. I'm actually going to double check something. For some reason, I'm naked. Not quite sure why.
Might want to change the name as well.
Yeah. Okay, yep, Rogue. Yeah, she goes in naked. How very odd. Okay, let's go for a different name for her because she's not a Kit Nova. Sally. Okay, if we're going to be Sally, we have to have a different hairstyle. Not quite. Long. Yeah, reminds me of a goth girl I used to know. Okay. Next. So Death Knell was the original starting zone for the Forsaken, and I remember doing loads and loads of quests there. It was quite fun. But Exile's Reach is one that they recommend you start playing if you're a new character or new player to WoW. So we're going to go with Exile's Reach. It's going to teach us how to replay, essentially. Okay, finish. Okay, there we go. There's my rogue with two stabby knives, which I do like. One thing I'm going to very quickly do, change the volume. Ba-ba-bum. Master volume. Ambience is fine. Dialogue. You know what? Just move that back there. Move that down. That down. That down a bit. Okay, that's all good. So yeah, my new rogue, Sally. Not too shabby. And yeah, off we go. Let's do this. In Exile's Reach.
You are a soldier of the mighty Horde. A disparate band of cultures, united in their pursuit of freedom, honor, and glory. Your commanders have learned that an expedition bound for the Dragon Isles has been shipwrecked on a deserted island. As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission led by the dragons Rathion and Caligos. It now falls to you to find the lost expedition and see them safely to the Dragon Isles.
Oh, and needs a turn. Okay, that's fine.
We're near the island. Let's get some practice in.
Okay. Thrall! Oh, buddy old pal. Ah, you've changed a bit. You've got some grey hairs there, man. Jeez. Right. Fighter combat dummy.
Keep your skills sharp. We don't know what to expect when we make landfall. Good. Next we'll... Rain. There were no storms on the horizon. Thromcar. Let honor.
Woohoo!
Throg will spar with you for now. This sudden change in weather feels wrong.
Double check
Rathion
something.
And I will fly ahead to investigate the island.
Okay. Just gonna check a few buttons. Aha. Spellbook. There we go. Eviscerate. Excellent.
The Horde leaves no one behind. Go with honor. I'll take my position. Strike first and strike hard. Never run from your foe. Victory or death. Always face your enemy.
Ba-da-ba-da, get enough energy. There we go.
I concede. Your strength will see our mission through. And stand strong, stand proud. We will save the expedition. Warlord, this storm will soon overwhelm us.
Soldiers, brace yourselves!
Found Thrall.
Well met. Together.
Okay. So we found Thrall. Now I think the ship's going to crash. Yep, looks like it. That's a heckin' big wave. There's Murlocs.
Thank the elements you survived. Be wary of murlocs. They're dangerous in packs.
Too far away.
Okay, take. That reminds me, what was I doing? Oh yeah, looking for things. Not that button. I'm going through all of my buttons to try and remember stuff. Nope, not that one. Nope. Oh, now what was that button? Okay. Oh, it's all down here now. Okay, character info, professions, talents and spellbook, achievements, quest log, guild and communities, warband, that's new, shop, game menu, character info, right, titles, yeah. Okay, that doesn't help me with what I want. Options, here we go. Auto loot. What was it? Combat. There used to be a case where you could press tab to get your next enemy. Okay, close. Return to game.
I'm out of range.
Okay.
It's too far away.
Wait. Oh, okay, he died nice and easy.
I need to I don't have a target. I need a target.
He died very easily. Now, one thing rogues used to get was a thrown weapon to initiate attacks. It seems like they're missing that these days. There's a good way just to get people to come attack you to start off with. Ooh, the little quest helper that shows you where to go afterwards. That's new.
Loktar
There we go.
for Azeroth. Let honor guide your path. For Azeroth.
Okay.
My thanks. We'll find the expedition yet. Mark my words. That storm was unnatural.
Quite the storm. Probably hit the first boat, too.
Okay, so I've got my little bunch of travelling companions.
Together, we are strong. For Azeroth. Meet Warlord Grimax up ahead. I'll keep looking
Press
for
M.
survivors.
Okay, so move up the path. Okay, but first, backpack. It says I've got 25 slots now. Is that any better? Nope. Okay, cool. I've got a little quest log updater as you go, which is kind of cool.
So hungry.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found. Stay sharp.
Kill
Danger
local
surrounds us.
wildlife.
I'm out of range.
Oh yeah, it's up in the sky. What do you expect? Ooh, hello, you'll do. Hello, goat. Stab. Om nom nom.
It's too far away. I need a target. I'm out of range.
Ooh, what's that? Abandoned treasure chest. Let's go check that out. You didn't used to have things like that turn up on your map, which is kind of cool. Nice. Leveled up from opening up a random chest. Yeah.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
One thing I miss as an older character
To get closer.
is the very large amount of energy that I used to have. So I could just spam attacks left, right and centre.
We got ambushed by the Quillbore.
Eat first. I won't let you starve to death. The Horde leaves no one
Okay.
behind. For the Horde! Recruit! Quillbore pose a far greater threat than Murlocs. You must be ready to face them in battle.
I need a target.
Your next lesson begins now! Sinister Strike builds up your combo points. Use You have at least 3 combo points. Use Eviscerate. Good! Eviscerate deals more damage with every combo. Use Sinister Strike as often as you can to gain combo points. You have at least 4 combo points. Time to use. Well done. Eviscerate spends all of your combo points. You focus on getting 5 combo points before you try using Eviscerate.
Okay, just let my energy build up once again. 4, 5.
5 combo points. Use Eviscerate to finish. Enough.
There we
You're
go.
ready to fight the Quillbore.
Hooray!
We rescue our brethren.
Huzzah! Boing!
Stay focused on our mission. Don't let your guard down.
We've got to get the others back. The survivors be counting on
We'll head north to see what the others have found. Wansa, rest, and regain your strength before joining us.
Okay, my mouse is playing up a little bit. There we go. So this is very much a kind of easy mode that does take you back step by step as much as possible, which isn't a bad thing.
Good, you're here. The Quillbore are conducting some foul ritual. The Eternal Sun guides us. Remember the day you met me. Keep yourself safe. Shirelaran.
So, kill Quillbore, kill their boss. And tab now works. Okay, these guys have changed their look a little bit.
Return to the earth.
I'm out of range.
Ding, level up. Okay, sprint. Ooh. I'm going to dump that down there. Cheap shot. Awards if you haven't had it. Okay. Requires stealth. I don't have stealth yet. Ah, yes I do. It's just appeared. Okay, 5, 6.
Intruders! You will be our next sacrifice.
Oh, okay, I need to put that down to here.
We serve the jail lord. Our tribe will survive.
Okay, so they've changed things a bit there. I need to remove stuff from here. Okay. Figure out how to get up to him. Oh.
It's too far away.
The ogres give us strength. Our tribe will survive.
Okay, looks like someone's been here before me.
Have a target.
Intruders! You will be our next sacrifice.
I have to get closer. I need a target.
Okay, kill the main guy up here now. Looks like someone's already done it, so we have to wait for them to respawn. What was a chest up there? Let's go for that. I will come back for that boss. Found new gear. What have I got? Okay. Equip. Yep. Okay, the rest of that I've already got, so that's fine. and cannibalize. Nom 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 nom. Eat me some piggy, baby. Okay, so what's that? Ogre Overseer. Ooh. Wonder if he's attackable. It looks like he is.
Boss, reward us when this over.
It's too far away.
No sacrifice. Sacrifice for
Hehe.
ritual.
Okay, ooh, what's this? New cloak. Okay, let's carry on with what I'm meant to be doing.
Good to see you still alive. Where's the rest of the expedition?
No idea, but I got a way to find out.
Mitron Dawn Tracker, at your service.
Time is money, friend. Take it sleazy.
Use Choppy Booster Mark V to find Grimax.
I'll be seeing
Okay.
you later. This here's a tiny version of the Choppy Booster Mark V. Just let me enlarge it. Okay, might have overdone it a bit. Hold on. Perfect! It ain't pretty, but it gets the job done. Can you hear me, recruit? Looks like the camera's working like a charm.
Why is the recruit up there if you already have a camera?
I need a backup plan in case your recruit gets dropped like a rock.
Oof.
This thing's still on? Hey, pal! You accepted all liability by agreeing to this.
I found Yoga
I
Runes.
see someone. Is that Rathion?
I remember Rathion.
Dragon, with the power of your soul, we will control the Blue One.
His name is Halakos, you insufferable oaf.
Yeah.
Or suffer the consequences.
We have other rituals to oversee. Savor the final moments of your life. They're trying to harvest Rathion's soul. We'll need a way through all those undead.
Hey, you say jump? I provide the rocket boots. How about a giant boar?
I'll take whatever I can get. We have to free Rathion at once.
You need it? I got it. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, I promised a giant boar. Now we just gotta deliver. Huh. That ain't right. Let's see. Just gotta...
I can't use
There,
that
try it
item
now.
Oof.
Who needs a giant boar when we can do that? Here, try it again.
Yeah, no. That's not working.
Loktar. Together, we are strong.
Okay, kick. That's it's an interrupt for magic users. I remember that. Okay. to the choppy booster. Blast walking cadavers from the sky. The Redeather. Okay. I'll get a new
You blow
knife.
up those zombies. Remember that my proprietary invention made it happen. Hey, remember that little talk we had about liability? It looks like that rig is about to explode.
Okay. Kill Torgok.
I'm out of range.
Ah, okay. Just need the energy. Okay.
Honestly, the indignity of it all.
Hey Rathion, I remember you from before. You were awesome.
We meet again, champion. The Black Talon are yours.
Oh, cutscene.
Kalecgos is here somewhere, captured in his dragon form. These idiotic ogres are trying to start a ritual to gain control of him and his magic. And there it is. Kalecgos and his power will be theirs if these rituals finish.
We will not leave Kalecgos to this grim fate. These ogres will face the fury of the Horde. Loparogar!
For the Banshee Queen.
I'll do what I can to forestall the ritual, but don't keep me waiting. I would hate to get captured again.
Oh.
Well met. Let honor guide your path. How you doing?
Okay. Let's sell all of my trash. Sell all junk. That makes life easier. Okay.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Inventory. No, not O. Inventory. Okay, B for bags. Expeditionary leather boots. No, that's fine. Can they give me any buffs? Nope. Okay.
Lotar. Together, we are strong.
Use stealth to sneak around, find a rogue.
You surely had to evade danger in such hostile territory. Use stealth to do the same.
I wonder if this island will kill me. Again. Let's see if we can find one of those rituals.
Okay, that's automatically. Oh, okay. It looks like it phases some of the quests. There we go. So yeah, there's quests that take you off in different directions. Okay. Let's do this one first. Ooh, what's this? No idea. Yeah. So danger bears. Killclaw's lair. Okay, so it'll be a thing to kill Killclaw. Withering hemlocks.
The roots can be made into a deadly poison. Gather 'em while the bear ain't looking. Time is money, friend. Hurry back. Try to help. Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real. Apply the poison to your weapon before you ambush Gutgruck. Take him out!
And that's now unlocked this quest.
Me gonna get more sacrifices for ritual.
They killing the bear. Okay, I'm going to decline that one for now.
I mean burn inside.
Wait. Okay. Oh, just need to let someone pass where I'm sitting. There we go. Okay. I can go back later on and kill the bear.
I'm here to help. For the Horde.
Okay. Oh, spiders.
Never a dull moment with the Horde. You're the only hope those survivors have left. No pressure.
And make sure you be stopping that ritual.
Mother, guide their path.
I will harvest your life force. And then those who feel
Sorry, this mini boss fight.
shall burn.
I'm out of range.
Thank you, friend. I will bear us to safety. Hop on. On-chain, watch over and protect us.
Ooh, a bunch of my equipment needs to be repaired.
Dark magic has brought ruin to this place.
Oh, good. You made it out.
You did good saving the survivors and killing the spiders.
Those spiders had their rightful home destroyed. They deserved better.
Well, if you be putting it that way.
You have a problem with spiders, Wansa?
You seen the spiders we trolls be dealing with? You'll not be a fan of them either.
Repair all. So what's that one? Oh, that's the buybacks. Okay, sell all junk. Yes. Close. Actually, don't need.
Lita.
Grognard. For Azeroth. Let honor guide your path.
Already done that.
Well met. For Azeroth.
Okay, so go help the guy over here. Presently level 7, almost 8. Awesome.
I will do whatever it takes.
Okay, kill harpies.
Elements guide you. I will join Bo farther north, where the harpies roost. Meet me there.
Ooh, another little quest over there as well. So what's this quest first? Discovered harpy roost. Ooh.
Dispel the foul magic that binds me here. I attempted to bring an end to these rituals. But the ogres ensnared me, drained my power. Free me so I might recover and pass some of my power to you. The spell is weakening.
Hooray!
The light returns to me.
Huzzah!
Freedom. You have my gratitude.
Cool.
May the light guide you.
Ooh, speedy. You're a... Was that a player? That was a player. How the hell could they die here? Boing. Speedy rogue.
seem to have captured a forsaken prisoner for their ritual. Persistence can win any battle. Stay ready.
Kill birds,
Take
destroy
care of
totems.
We must rescue the others.
Rescue Herbert.
Be vigilant. I'll cut
Okay.
a path straight through these harpies.
Count me in.
Boing. Okay.
Would have been. Would have been delicious.
Ooh, chest. Don't mind if I do. New spell stuffs. Okay, right, get rid of that. Crimson Vial. Heals you for 20% maximum health. Okay, that's cool. Put that in place of my food. Okay. Fine.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
Need some. Forbid. A shame I must break such a fascinating spell. Keep the harpies away from me.
I only wanted to fight.
Oh, the harpies are definitely different. Any more for any more?
I will savor your flesh.
I've got your back. Let us strike them down.
The harpies definitely didn't used to talk.
You do not fight alone. Loktar Ogar! I need a target.
Something big is coming this way.
Then we slay it together for the Horde! I'm out of range.
I'm free! Let's make ourselves scarce, shall we?
Oh yeah, full damage is a thing
An
in
alert
this.
mind is a strong.
Oh,
The Horde will be victorious. I need a target.
right, Complete quest.
Maintain your balance.
Complete quest.
Interested in some experimentation?
Always.
Never stop innovating.
I will do whatever it takes. Well fought! We're one step closer to crushing those pitiful ogres.
Together, we are strong. Let honor guide your path. We push forward. Those ogres and their foul ritual will be brought to an end.
Oh, they're going that way. Okay. I was going to take the other way. Even zoomier. Ooh, quest. Oh, was that the bear? That's the bear. Okay.
Loktar. Together, we are strong. Necromancy. It's insane, right? A willing test subject. Such a rare find.
Now act like an ogre and get us inside.
Don't speak. Just smile and wave. The dumber you look, the better.
For sacrifices. Go to cooking pit. Wave at Grognard. Show what you got.
Keep moving. See if we can learn anything about the ritual.
What do we have here? All the sacrifices we thought we lost. Take them to the back. We'll seal them with the wardstones like we did their leader. It is time to complete the ritual atop the citadel. Then all will bow before us.
Warlord Thunderwalker, we have to destroy those seals now!
Raw strength won't be enough. We need to end the spell.
Well met. For Azeroth.
Stay focused on our mission.
What have I got there? Slice and dice. Okay. Oh, another combo finisher. Okay.
Thrumka, strength and honor.
Okay, where am I going? To do stuff over there. Wardstones, okay. But I no longer look like an ogre. This is an issue. Okay, because there's other players around here, it's going to hold up some of the questing, but that's okay. Cheap shot. Okay, we're quite stealth, so let's get a shot of that. Lots of dead ogres already.
Repeat sacrifice. You know, stop it. You speak too soon.
Okay. Ooh, magic treasure chest. Don't mind if I do. Cool. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Killing ogres, tra-la-la. Oh, I look forward to when energy is easier to use. Okay, 2 of 8. Got this person running around killing them all, which is annoying. Slice and dice, finish your move, increase attack speed. Okay, cool. Zoomy zoomy. Okay. Hello, food. Oh, poor doggo. Right, 3 more ogres to kill.
I'm out of range.
And 1 more to go. Okay, back we go. Do 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 do, very slowly.
must still end the ogre's ritual.
Where is it? Oh, yeah. Cool.
Greetings. Goodbye. Ancestors watch over.
Okay, complete the dungeon. So, something that used to be the case before, dungeons were done with large groups of people, or... I was just not going to let me that, it's not. Okay. You had to struggle to do it on your own. But there's a new feature for this. Oh no, there we go. It's a new feature. Allows you to have NPCs. Although I think this lot are actually real ones. Okay. Yeah.
I'll keep the ogres focused on me while you
Okay.
strike them down. We've slain almost all of them. Keep fighting.
I need a target. I need a target.
That's one of Gorgor's bodyguards. What's our plan of attack? Recruit! You strike first. I'll charge in after you. Let
We're gonna smash! You no stop ritual!
I'll draw his attention. Shoot him! Heal our wounds! As you command. Look down! Stop him!
I can't control my actions. Surviving despite this foul magic. Is the aspect of magic so easily subjugated? Find it, Paladin. Let us leave this place at once.
How can I help? Fly true.
Loktar. Let honor guide your path. Kalikos, can you bring our new recruit to the Dragon Isles? I must return to Orgrimmar and share what happened here.
After such a daring rescue, how could I refuse? Let me know when you're ready to depart. I'll catch you up on the way.
There's a necklace as well.
I stand with you. Fair skies
Okay.
and strong winds.
To the Dragon Isles, a zone I've never been to or even heard of before this.
I did not expect to see you again so soon, my friend. After you'd answered the call of the Isles.
Something has happened, Khadgar. Something terrible.
Kalikos, tell me.
It all happened so quickly. And Rathian, young as he is, bravely or perhaps foolishly tried to stop it. But he was too late. The Tempest had already been unleashed.
Ooh. Funky.
She let me live with a message. They are coming to cleanse the world of the Titan's stain. Alexstrasza, who is she? What is she?
She is Razagan, youngest of the primal incarnates.
Incarnate?
4 dangerous adherents of the elemental forces. At the dawn of the aspects, our flights embraced the Titan's gifts. They did not.
The war that followed was unimaginable.
Alexstrasza's changed a bit.
It took all of our strength combined to banish them.
If they were so dangerous, why were they not destroyed?
I hadn't the heart to do it. We were once as clutchmates.
Time, it seems, has not quelled their fury. And look at us. Should she free her kin now, we haven't the strength to stop them. And if Iridicrum's hunger is unleashed,
Then we have no choice. If we are to be protectors once more, The aspects of our dragonflights must be made anew.
Our queen is determined, Khadgar. But we've only just begun to find who we are again. And I fear that without help, we may never get the chance to see our future secured.
Then it seems the mortal races too must answer the call and face the storms ahead.
Blizzard do like their cutscenes. And I'm kind of liking the new models for Alexstrasza and Wrathion and Kalagos. So this is the new kind of proper starting zone. Now that I've done the introductory bit, I've hit level 10. I think this is where we get to access the dragon folk as well.
This world is full of wonder. All will be well.
Choose my combat spec.
Come back soon.
Ooh. Okay. Subtlety, outlaw, or assassination. So just looking ahead, poisons are very useful in game. Outlaw wasn't really a fan of when they changed it heavily. So that was the combat rogue. Subtlety seems to have a lot of the things combat rogue used to have.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, adventurers.
I think I'll go assassination to start off with. When I get there, that is. View your combat specializations. Here we go. So they're all about damage, which is good. Preferred weapons, axes and maces, swords, fists. So they were really the secondary fighter class for the game, which was my original preferred fighting style. But I'm going to stick with assassination. Get death mark and envenom. Okay. Activating. Da 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 da. Select talents. Okay. Shiv. Always useful. Blind. Cloak of Shadows. I'm going to go for Shiv. Oh no, I get all of that. Okay. So, evasion. There we go. Apply changes. Okay, cool. Okay, got it. Okay. It's a spell book. Does that give me anything new? Yes, it does. Attack with your offhand, dealing 55 physical damage. Okay. So I need to move some of these things around. Okay, so we've got two different types of poison. Crippling poison. Each strike has 30% chance to poison enemies, slowing movement by 50%. And instant. Can I have both of those active at the same time? Instant poison activated. Crippling poison. Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay. Right. I'm gonna move, kick from there to there. Evasion to there. Sprint. Go up there. Will of the Forsaken. I'm not doing PvP, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Recuperate and healing I'll keep there. Okay. Drag the single button assistance. Oh, no, that's all good. Okay.
I'm glad you've come. Together, we can achieve anything.
Ride your mounts, then speak to Silnori. Ride any mount from your mount collection. Ooh. I had loads. Years of playing. Oh, what to go for? Oh, where's my big sparkly horse? Oh, doesn't look like I've got the sparkly horse anymore. Oh no, okay, because it was technically a flying one. Okay. Yeah. Pet journal. So they've changed the layout of this a little bit. I could go for the riding goat. The horses are very boring. Goblin trikes, turbo trikes, ice mammoth. Loads and loads of mounts. Filter, flying, add those in as well. And aquatic and ride along. There we go. Has that added in my others? Yep, the blue dragon turtles there. Got my bronze drake. Hehe. Sparkly horse. Well, there's the dark phoenix, which is also very cool. Bernie hippogriff. What should I go for? Too many to choose from. Could go for a chocobo. Or camels, or wolves, all sorts. Touring rocket. See, this is what I liked about the original game. All of the different mounts and things that you could get. It wasn't the only thing I liked about the game, to be fair. Okay. Ooh. Drag that down to there. Okay, speak to Silnori.
Guides us. Remember the sun well. Stage your business.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles, adventurers.
Sell all of my junk. Sell, 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 sell. Okay. Put all my useful stuff down into Tunk's trunk. Artisanal berry juice. That's expensive. Good gods. Explorer's mix. Food got expensive. Okay. Right, folks, you know what? I think we're going to leave it there for now. There's my girl on her bike. Let's find a cool place for a picture. Out of the way, you. Ooh, flying boat. I haven't seen one of those for a while. So yes, hot dead chick on a motorcycle in a fantasy world. Does it really get any better than that? You have to ask yourselves. So yeah, that is where we're going to leave it for tonight. You know what? I have actually really enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun. I didn't think I would to start with, to be honest, because of the amount of changes that have happened. But I'm very glad that I went for the Expedition Isle route rather than the traditional start. I'm also very glad I didn't take a boosted character because that would just put me too far ahead of the game and I wouldn't learn how to replay the game. But now I've seen how to replay the game, it makes me a lot more confident about going back to some of my older characters. Like Gale, my now outlaw rogue, used to be the combat rogue. I will probably respec her to something very similar to this character. Um, yeah. Sally. I'm enjoying Sally. Sally is a lot of fun though. But Gale was my murder hobo undead queen. She was awesome. Anyway, folks, thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a nice chill time watching this. It's been a lot of fun for me. We're going to see who is online. In fact, we got some other TYG people online. So we're going to go check them out. In fact, not just TYG people, but TYG itself. We are going to go see the Bluehead Cyborg from Treat Your Geek. Now, let's just make sure I remember how to do this correctly. Raid. There we go. So we are going over to Treat Your Geek. There isn't a raid call because we don't have loads of viewers watching us this time round. But tell them that Artru sent you if you happen to go along. Okay, let's go. I'll see you over there, folks.
Ah! A true! With the raid as well. Thank you very much, true. I'm currently definitely not cacking myself. There we go. Jump scares for the win. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that was the closest to a scare I've gotten all evening.